Okay. Hey everybody, whoever watching this. Okay. I really don't know how to start this off. I wrote down some things to keep me on track with what I'm saying because I do have a hard time. And what I'm about to tell you is why I have a hard time with staying on track and why I go through the things that I go through and just who I am as a person today. So, how did I get to this person that I am today? We're gonna call this the hit. Alright. So, I'm gonna just start the story off like this. Me and my boyfriend at the time, we was hanging out and we were supposed to go get a hotel room, and he was taking all day, all night. Everybody was in his face, whatever. So I'm getting impatient and I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready for us to be alone. So I end up getting like frustrated and everything like that because, like I just said, I was ready to go and I was ready for me and him to spend time with each other, like alone, and have us time. So I left and I walked around the corner on my way home, and because we stayed around the corner from each other. On my way home, I was hit by something. The hit. That's why it's called the hit. I was hit by something, and I was told it was a truck. I don't remember nothing. All I remember was walking away from him. I don't even remember walking down the street. Nothing. I just remember the moment I left him because I know where we left bases at and I know why I left away from him. So that's the only thing I can remember when it comes to that, is that I left. I don't remember even walking down the street. And I never felt, I don't remember like feeling nothing of a car hitting me, the truck, whatever it was. I don't remember. I don't have no recollection of it. Like none, absolutely not one bit. Now, I woke up in the hospital 8 or 9 days later because I was put into a coma so that my body could take the pain and shock that it was going through. And the paramedics, they, on arrival, when they came to me, this is all what I heard, they put me in a coma. This hard for me to talk about. It's hard for me to talk about because it's emotional, and then it's hard for me to talk about because I don't know nothing but what other people told me besides like the stuff that I remember. I do suffer from TBI, which is traumatic brain injury. So that's why my thoughts and stuff be all over the place sometimes, or my discussions will be all over the place sometimes, and I'm forgetful, different things like that. So I do suffer from a lot of different things other than TBI from this hit. Let's see. So yeah, I don't remember none of that. Nothing what happened. Nothing. I just woke up in the hospital 8 or 9 days later from being in a coma. I'm gonna get to the coma part after this, but I just want a brief introduction before I get all into that. So that's gonna be probably a whole nother video. I just want to make this short and simple. See, if anybody got questions or input or whatever, I don't know. So when I got hit, it shattered my femur. It broke both of my legs. They ran both of my feet over, which tore the skin off my heels and the sides of my feet and the top of my feet and toes. They broke both of my arms, my hands, where those light spots at, where my knuckles at, is light like that. It's actually scars from injury because my hands was rolled over too or scraped on the ground, something. But both of my arms was broke. My neck was broke. That's why I have an incision right here, because they had to do surgery on my neck. Now, this dent that's in my head, I was told that was from a monitor that they put on my head to monitor me with all the machines that was on me, because I had breathing tubes down my throat and different stuff to keep me alive and to make sure that, to monitor me to see how I was doing. My teeth was chipped. Not these teeth. That's something else. But some teeth, they was chipped, and my mouth was a little bit messed up. My throat, it was broken. I was not able to talk after I came out the coma, but like I said, we're gonna get into that. So both legs broke, feet broke, ran over, my ribs was fractured, my neck was broke, I got this dent on my head. And that's just what I remember for right now at this moment, because I'm not trying to think too hard about it. But that's what I remember from this moment. Neck, head injury, then it, both arms. Like, my whole body basically was ran over and just broken and shattered. I'm thinking that, what I was told, the street before the street that I live on, they hit me from that street, and I flew in the air, and I got stuck under their car, and they kept going and dragged me until they got to my street that I stay on, which was the next street over. And it's not a short street. This is like hundreds of feet, like 300 feet. I flew in the air, and then I got dragged under a truck. I was stuck under the front part. I don't know what it's called, but I was stuck under the front part that's at the bottom, and it was dragging me. This is what the paramedics and all of them said. So the people who come and figure out the scene and all that, this is what they said. So yeah. I was thrown in the air. I was dragged under the truck, and I was laying on the street that I live on, I was told. I never heard ambulance. I never felt nothing because I was already in a coma or whatever had happened. I don't know if it hit me so hard that I don't know. I don't remember nothing. I can't tell you how that was for me because I don't know. Now the whole time I was in a coma, I could hear everything, and I don't want to call it the spiritual realm because people like do that and stuff, but it wasn't physical because the doctors and nurses and my mom and my family that came and see me, my dad, they said that they would talk to me and stuff, and I don't know. I couldn't hear them. I heard everything that I was going through in the coma, because it wasn't like I was brain dead while I was in the coma. My brain was very, 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 very active. Yes, I did come out my body and I seen myself. That did happen. Like a lot of people that tell their stories of something like this, near death experience. I did see my body. I did leave out my body and I seen my body. Man, that's crazy. The thing that I went through, it's hard for me to explain. Like, my mind was very active, my body was very active, but in all reality, in real life, I was paralyzed. In real life, I couldn't walk. In real life, I couldn't talk. In real life, I couldn't use my voice. I couldn't even whisper. In real life, I was on a hospital bed with breathing tubes down my throat, head monitor on my head, all this stuff hooked up to me, head wrapped up, and what was going on in my head, what was going on in my brain was so real, but the realness was even realer. If you get what I'm saying. I was paralyzed because both of my legs was broke and shattered. My femur was shattered. When I woke up from the coma, excuse me, I didn't know that I couldn't walk. I didn't know that I couldn't talk. I didn't even know what had happened to me happened to me. It felt like I was in a dream. And when I woke up and finally seen somebody's face that I knew, which was my mother, it was one of the happiest things in the world for me and most comforting thing. And I just looked at her and I just cried. And I just cried and I tried to talk. And she told me don't talk because I couldn't talk. And I was mad because I'm like, why are you trying to tell me to be quiet? Because the whole time I was in a coma, they was messing with this, my throat. People was messing with my throat. I'm going to get into these things later, but just on the surface level. I couldn't swallow. it was hard for me to swallow. I couldn't eat nothing. I had to get everything, all my anything that I ate and all that, all my nutrition and everything, it came through an IV. I was not able to eat nothing. I couldn't even drink regular water. I had to drink thick water because I would choke. I couldn't drink pop juice, nothing like that. I had to drink thick water. And y'all seen them do challenges of drinking that thick water and people saying how nasty it is and how thick, but I had to drink that because I couldn't drink nothing else. I couldn't eat nothing else. I couldn't swallow without choking. I couldn't even talk like this. That was loud. That's like me talking like at this volume. If I talk like that, that was the strongest. I couldn't even do that at first. I couldn't even do that at first. Like, I had to talk like this. And it wasn't even that good. That hurted. That was a lot. It wasn't even that good. But I'm trying to tell y'all, I basically had no voice. Nothing would come out, no matter how I would try to That one coming out. That one coming out this throat or mouth. Let's see what I want to leave. What I want to say before I get off this video. So that's just the beginning. It's called The Hit, and that was the introduction of how I am today. I don't know how to say it right. And when I talk, this one like talking a whole lot and expressing myself too much like this in vocal form, because a lot of people already say that I don't know how to talk and I can't talk and I don't talk right. But I talk how it come out, and it's hard for me sometimes. Sometimes words just flow out my mouth because I'm used to talking. But sometimes it don't make no sense. Sometimes it's all over the place. Sometimes it's hard for me to get out what I'm trying to say. So just saying, I know y'all see me dancing and things a lot on here and doing the things that I do, but y'all don't know the struggle that come with me. And when things looking off with my body or whatever, like these are the reasons why, with my legs, with just certain stuff. And I'm not looking for sympathy, I'm not nothing, but the certain people who don't know, and it's like they can see something or something may pop out to them, and it's like now I'm telling y'all more of who I am for real as a person. So stay tuned. I got more. I'm not gonna call them stories because they're not stories. I got more information, 411 to tell y'all. 411. I got more 411 for y'all. And just let me know if y'all interested in wanting to know more, what it is that you question, that you think about, thought about, anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna cut this because I don't got the words to articulate this correctly. So the more I talk, the more I do better. But this is a lot for me right now. So y'all just let me know what y'all think about this video.